Alright, so we have ogives. So an ogive is an arch that kind of goes up and up and up and it's not an arch that goes back down. It's an architectural structure that kind of goes up and doesn't come back down. Although, eventually it stops. It kind of it levels off after it gets to a certain height. And so maybe after we do an ogive or a relative cumulative frequency graph, you will understand why they're called an ogive. So from Friday's data, we have our weights here and our frequencies. There'll be a few more things that we'll want to do with this data, and one of them is going to be to get a cumulative frequency. We also might want to have a relative frequency too, so maybe we'll do both. We'll do a relative, so you know what that word's. T-I-V-E, frequency. Oops, why did it do that? Stop it. I don't have it on an arrow. F-R-E-Q. Sorry. Okay. So a relative frequency would be a percentage. So 1 out of how many of these weights? Oh, how many do we have here? How big did the team end up being? Well, we have 46 people in here. Okay. It was supposed to be 82, I thought. No, that was just the highest number on the jersey, wasn't it? So it's 46. Can we verify? More than one person do this? Add 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 14, blah, 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 blah. 46. Okay, so my relative frequency is going to be 1 out of 46, which is, as a decimal, an approximate decimal, because we're going to go for percentage, is approximately 2%. And we can go down our list and we can get to the next relative frequency is going to be 0%. And then now we've got a frequency of 2, so that one will be 2 out of 46. And we could use our calculators and get all of these relative frequency numbers. But I'm going to since we have a fairly powerful graphing calculator, you paid that $100, you want it to do something. So let's let the calculator do something for us. So, I have some numbers wrong in here, I believe. So where are my numbers wrong? The 180 was supposed to be 5. 200 is supposed to be 7? Okay. Alright. So, do you have your data in there from Friday? Should I give you a minute to put it back in? Should I go back to the first page? You hit Stat, and then Edit. Yeah. Okay, do I need to go back to the numbers? Okay, let's... I think they're probably easier to see on this page. So you don't have to put anything on the 150 line. Or you can put a 0 there. You can put 150 and a 0. So you could put in your list 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, so straight up to 250, and then you can skip to 300. But when we go to make our ogive, we won't want to have these numbers skipped. But we can fill in as we need to. Yes. We're going to use quite a few lists today. So use L1 and L2 because we're going to use another 3 lists. You hit edit. You hit edit and I'm sorry, you hit stat and you hit number 5, setup editor, if you have deleted a list. Okay. Okay. Oh, back to the data. Oh, okay. You'll get it figured out there soon enough. Okay, you got your numbers entered? Yeah, up to 300 and we have 1 there. Okay, la di da da da, da da da. Okay. The frequency in list 2, so that'd be a 1, that would be a 0, a 2, 4, 5. I just want you to put those frequencies in there because I'm going to let the calculator calculate the relative frequencies for us. Okay, so we're just getting to where we were on Friday. Having used your calculators over the weekend, you should have cleared some things out, or you might have. Follow the directions in your book for the 89 and you should be fine. Yes, there are. It's called Technology Toolbox, and they have the 83 directions right next to the 89. They're in that part of the chapter that we're in. The 86 can't do most of this. Okay. The Inspire is the same as the 84. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's the window? Don't worry about the window. Right now we're gonna get some relative frequencies. All right, go over to list 3. If you've got anything in list 3, arrow up, hit clear, and enter. Okay? In list 3, I'd like to put the relative frequencies that we were starting to make on that page before. So what I was doing was I was taking every number in my frequency list, L2, and I was dividing it by 46. So arrow up to the top of list 3. That's where you can put in a formula for list 3. And you hit, we want to put list 2. So we want every number from list 2. And we're going to divide that by 46 and hit enter. And voila, it has done the work for us. Okay. So now we have at the 140 mark, that was 2% of our team was between 140 and 150. 160 to 170 was 4%. 170 to 180 was almost 9%. 180 to 190 was 10%, or I guess almost 11%. So I'm going to put this back in my notes. If you will quickly read off to me should I put these as percents? Would you rather have them as percents or decimals? Percents? Okay, so I think I am going to put in list 2 divided by 46. I'll multiply that by 100. And now it'll be in a percent instead of a decimal. Okay? So let me fill in my chart because we're going to do an ogive by hand. So that was 2%, now 4%, now 8%. What is the next one for the 5, for the frequency of 5? 7. How about the 14? I'm sorry, for the 5 was 11. That makes better sense. For the 14?